There you go. Just let me know when you're ready. Go ahead, man. I ain't in the rush for nothing. Go ahead. We gonna get it done soon when you finish. Go for it. You need it.
Watch.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to
I ain't never seen that
between the
one. Never.
Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns.
Let's do it, fellas.
Yo, he caught that joint in the air.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Bro, what? Like, that kills me, man. Throw it.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still
look at how
a nice solid gain.
1-2, man. Nobody's on him.
Normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's
stop bouncing the ball.
Walters to return it. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Yo, stop bouncing the ball.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah,
a 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Open man here is Hamilton. And he'll be stopped.
I'm right there. I'm right there.
Down at the 24-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10
let me get a part of the team.
at the 49-yard line.
If you don't join,
Give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
good game, boy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
I had one nigga that I
very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
But had
nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure.
So I just
when you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first.
You better be afraid of me. Check 13. Check 13. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
On second down now, Michelle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Holy crap, I'm gonna whoop his ass. I'm finna lose this game. Shitting me. By the time you come back, there'll be a lot to a little bit.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
You didn't hear her say the number? Hold on, let me get it. I think she said 45. Let me get the number for it.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just called in order. What was the number again?
Now back to throw.
Yeah.
And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
So that's it. You ain't got to ask for nothing.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Everything gonna do this.
Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
I prefer to be on them
7 yards
deep.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. 2 yards on the
Who
carry.
won a championship award?
Well, we saw him trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
they sent you to stop me?
Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Oh. Yeah, I won it. It was a repeat of last year. I played the Eagles again.
Right there in the middle, 55. 55, my God, 55.
Oh, love play. All right, fellas, man, I'm got these 2 joints on out the way, man. I'm about to pass completely out.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of
all right, y'all young gunners.
You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll set up to throw. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down.
Was that your first round pick, or that's the jump that you traded for? What, it was a mid-first round? That's still tough, bro.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another
that's
1st and 10.
Right there. I think everybody on my motherfucking draft board was 60, man. Everybody that drafted was 60 and under.
They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. Able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him.
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 53 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will get him one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
You show that video
so
OG
first
posted.
and 10 at the 38.
He just posted. She fell and hit the floor from all the way to the top of the
They're going to
pole.
stop him right at the
And
line
just
of
got
scrimmage.
up
Just no
and just
cutback
stayed
lane to
there
be
and started
found
twerking.
whatsoever.
Nah, she hurt.
Second and 10.
Look at that video
This
when you
defense
get a
could use a
chance.
few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw here. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they talk. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Antonio Callaway. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 17.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Davis Njoku.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
I think I might import the next draft to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Kick by Joseph is good.
That's ridiculous.
And that will do it for this first half.
Oh,
so we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
What? Man.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half.
Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what
Bruh,
is
you
there.
had to say some of that food. You ain't eat all
This is
that
a really
food,
important
bro.
drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
Oh,
a lot of them
my
script to start the second
God.
half too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and
Man,
back
that
into
was
this
another
game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. 2nd and 13. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
Yeah.
The Browns defense
I can't
has a
believe
touchdown.
you ate all that food like that, man.
This D
Man, let
wanted to
me
put it
go
away
find
before
that
we even
cookie,
get to the
man.
fourth
I'm
quarter,
about to
widening
see
that
them
margin a
balls
bit
later.
further.
And while they
So
won't just
look at
empty the
Doug
bench
breakfast.
just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think
Look
you'll
at
get a
that
chance to
motherfucker.
play before this one is
Look
over
at
now with that type of a
motherfucker
cushion.
picture.
Extra point right down the
That
middle.
don't make
and
no
the lead
sense.
opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
I don't know how the fuck you did that.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
You had
Check 43.
I don't wonder if you ain't the right age.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Ready. Check back 33. We go.
He's got this complete to Hamilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check safety.
They'll drop the throw.
Oh, yeah.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 6. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Steelers.
first carry for James Conner. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Alpha. You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get ready and go? Go on. Hustle. Let's go. Hustle.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.
Kill. Set. Ready. Charlie. 9. Mike 9. Bang out.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it.
Mike check 33. 33. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you can take the spirit away from another team. That they're driving all
the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Wow.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 9 now. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. Taking it about the 16. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
And this is caught. It's a gain of 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And that's going to be caught for Brown's touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league.
Yeah, he's about to be there on Wednesday.
Yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go
like
and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
He'll be on Wednesday.
Off the draw, here's Michelle. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Check back 33. Check back 33. Here we go. Mike, check 33. 33. You don't want none. You don't need it. Pick up the ball. Hey, check.
Looking to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And they'll tell the ownership that he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
It's almost like if you don't import the draft, you won't get your just due. Then when you do import the draft, niggas come out 30 niggas got the same name, same stats, dumbass shit like that. So
that's not what they got, though. They got a setback and
we
they have a
damned
long
if we
field
do,
to cover.
damned if we
They
don't.
try to put points on the board.
That shit be crazy.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They complete it to Hill.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check. Lucky. You're out. Let's go.
They'll run out of the gunman, Michel. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Michel. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Browns drive about to get started. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Yeah. Let's discuss how we get here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. Going deep here for Landry. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who
knows?
We're
going to have to pitch that idea. We're going to have to pitch that idea in the permits chat, bro. Let's see if we can make, you know what I'm saying, get everybody on the same boat. See if we can do that, cuz.